This is gonna be fun.
Is it still morning?
Am I still
No.
here?
I was telling them that you will read the questions, you have the answers on the paper, and if they know the answer, they have to raise their hands, and you will pick who want you to answer the question, okay? But these are very tricky questions, so I don't think many of them will know the answer. We'll see, and then we will bring the microphone to the person you pick, and if the answer is correct, they will have to say their pass number, and the person that has, at the end of the trivia, has the many answers they will be, win something from the merchandising. So you can pick.
This is an awesome idea. I've never done this before. I can't believe no one's thought of it.
It was my idea.
You are awesome.
There are three colors because some questions are from the show, some questions are from the characters, and the other ones are from the person itself. I mean, not very private things, of course, but like...
You don't know those things.
Well, I kind of know something. Okay, so you pick whatever you want, and if it's done, you can throw it on the floor, so...
Okay, so the answers are...
Okay, how many?
Yes, I know the confusion.
Oh, okay. No, this is very similar to the last question. So, okay, how many episodes of Angel were aired in the U.S. television during the entire first run of the series? Really? Are you sure? Okay, I know.
Yes.
I had more fun on Supernatural because it was like on Witches of East End, it was a great show. Julia Lamont was so fun to work with, the whole cast. Like whenever I act with really pretty people, I'm kind of nervous because a lot of times really beautiful people, like the world comes to you all your life and they're kind of like, you know. But these people were gorgeous and they were also really nice, and it was a really wonderful set. But I played a guy that was just horrible.
He wasn't great.
Like there was no positive side to him. Like I went into the producer's office halfway into the shoot and I explained to him how he could write the character still and he would still be a good guy. And I explained to him how many people know this show, which is a Beast half of you all for this one. But I explained why I love my country. My country is Asgard. And when the main character of Witches of East End came to Earth, she abdicated the throne. She turned her back on the throne, and with an aging king, that meant inevitable civil war in Asgard as someone else tries to take the throne away. And so she was plunging her home country into a bloody war by not sticking it out, doing her duty, and being the new queen. And I was going to take her back and make her do her job so the babies of my country don't have to die. And the producer looked at me, he's like, "You've spent a long time thinking about this." I go, "No, actually, I just had coffee, but it works, you know." And he said, "No, James, you're just a jerk. You're just a jerk. Just get used to it." And I would rather play a character that I can believe in, who might be making choices that are a little bloody to his ends, but that you can kind of argue why he might be right. And I felt more that was more with Supernatural. Plus, I was finding out that Charisma Carpenter is a darling and so nice, and I never knew that.
Excellent, thank you. Hi. Question?
Yeah, not that we know of.
We thought we were a better show.
I love Charm, but I think that Buffy was much more better.
You have good taste.
We think you were the best.
Thank you. And to prove you this, I don't know if you can see it. I have a triquetra here, which is the symbol of charmed. But I truly believe that on the writing side, on the actors, on the storylines, Buffy was much more better, was a much more intense TV show than Charmed was. So I want to thank you, both of you, and all the other actors for what you gave to us. So thank you one last time.
Thank you.
James, I gotta ask you a question. Can you do the Kamehameha for the animation, please?
Okay, but that's not my character. That's right.
Thanks, bro.
This is my character. I will destroy you. I did that for the audition, and the director was like,
My question is actually to both of you, and it might have been a little bit answered already. Do you consider yourselves more of introverts or more of an extrovert? And if you, I know. And for the cast of Buffy, were there some, not issues, but would you say that some people had more signs showing characteristics of extroverts or introverts, and you can clearly see that in the set?
I would say that David Boreanaz was an introvert, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, most actors are extroverts.
I think most actors are introverts.
We're like pretending to be.
Well, there sort of seem to be two different types of actors. There's the extroverts and the
I'm the annoying type.
I mean, like Dustin Hoffman is an introvert, and Robert De Niro, an introvert. Yeah. It's really interesting because I think the idea of an actor being an extrovert is really obvious. The idea of so many actors being introverts is a little, almost it seems counter to the idea, but I think the actors who are introverts, it's so hard for them to express themselves that to put on the mantle of character and be able to take the part of themselves that they don't know how to express, the pieces of themselves that are going to build this character that they play, that you suddenly have the freedom to express yourself in a way that you don't have if you're an introvert. So it's sort of this necessary outlet, necessary pathway to express yourself because you don't in life. Does that make sense?
Would you say, sorry to take over your question, but this is interesting. Would you say that there are more, like, maybe film lends itself to an introvert who's an actor better than stage?
Yeah.
Because, like,
Yeah.
On stage, they're like, hi!
Yeah, you really have to put yourself out there, and you got to get to the back row, so...
What we were just saying, like, some of the best actors are introverts. Hoffman, De Niro.
Yeah.
Because really good film acting is about hiding. You don't try to express what you're feeling. You try to cover it up. You actually have to feel it for real and then try to not show it. And that's more interesting than someone who's just barfing everything out, like me.
Thank you very much for this answer. Hello.
It was full of noises, sounds, sweet airs that gave delight and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 twangling instruments will hum about my ears, and sometimes voices that if I then had waked after long sleep would make me sleep again. And then in dreaming, the clouds methought would open and show riches ready to drop upon me. And when I waked, I cried to dream again.
Of the Don and Joyce relationship, and more specifically for Spike's character, what did you think of the development or the lack of development in season 7?
Yeah, I remember this really uncomfortable scene, like Dawn has a crush on Spike, and she comes down to the crypt, and we're like sitting on the coffin, and we're talking.
Yeah.
And I went to Josh, we're in the middle of filming, and I was like, Josh, can I talk to you for a second? And he's like, I said, we're not going to start dating, are we? Like, come on, that's too weird. I mean, like, I know I'm old and everybody's young to me, but that's just, he's like, James, no, you're just protective of her because she's Buffy's, sister, so you care about her, but no, you're not going to date. I'm like, oh, but yeah, like, the Dawn was anybody that was related to Buffy by blood, I cared about. I did not care about her friends. I remember I was on set and Xander's in the corner bleeding in your house, right? And all of the cast are like hovering around him trying to save his life, and I'm just against the corner on the opposite side of the room, bored. And the director comes up to me and he goes, James, you can't just stay over in the corner. Xander's hurt. You have to go help. You're a regular cast member. He's a regular cast member. Come on. I'm like, no, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm bored. And he's, what? I'm like, yeah, check with Josh. It doesn't matter to me.
That's the fun thing about a television series is that's so different from a film is that the directors are just kind of cycling through and you know your characters so much better than they do.
Yeah, you can say no to the director and
No,
television to get away with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
No.
Clean up your room, no.
Thank you very much.
Spike is really two characters. There's Bree-Soul and then there's Soul Spike. So Bree-Soul, it's got to be Priscilla. They were together for like 150 years. So that's pretty compatible. And then after it gets to Soul, it's got to be Buffy.
Okay, no, that's good.
Yeah.
My question, so I did have sex with
Xander's girlfriend. Anya was nice too. Really got around on that.
My question is for you, James. Did you get pranked on the Supernatural?
Yes. Yes, I got pranked on the set of Supernatural. I was warned that Jared and Jensen and Jared, that if they really like you, they will prank you. And so I got warned, like, they really like you. They think they wanted me to be a regular on the show, actually. And so, yeah, I know. So I'm waiting for the prank. Nothing's happening. And finally, at the end of the shoot, we're in my character's study, and I'm doing my close-up, and I feel a little bobbling between my thighs, so to speak. And I kind of glance down, and this is in the middle of the take. Kind of glanced down, and I don't know if it was Jared or Jensen, but one of them had he had eased his shoe off his foot, and just very gracefully raised up on one foot and was doing that to me. I finished the take, no one said cut. And the director was not looking at us, he was looking at the monitor in the room, so he didn't know what was going on. And we heard, cut, print, move on. That was great, James. At which point, both Jared and Jess just went, dude! They wanted me to break and go, oh! But you'll see, like, in the show, it's on television, that's the take. I was getting manhandled by them.
That's theater training.
Yeah.
So
I've seen worse.